Hey Haley, this is Chaz. I'm just making this quick video to show you, from A to Z, how exactly you're going to get these website funnel clients, which are essentially just clients you're going to build a funnel for. I got all the templates for you, so don't worry about it. It's very easy. But this video is mainly about just how you're going to get them. So, as you saw in the course, I showed you my screen the entire way, and I keep the content locked when it comes to the service delivery for obviously people who just enter the program just because they want to learn everything, and that's fine. But that's not what we're doing here. We're only using like one component, obviously. It's a very common component because many people just build websites and make a living that way. So, this is obviously not your main focus, but in the short term, there's nothing wrong with having, a side hustle that is profitable and can take off quicker, even though it has less long-term potential than the main coaching business you have. So with that being said, this video is being made just because it's custom just for you, and also because we're using LinkedIn. We want to keep LinkedIn and Facebook separate, and so, we're going to do that. So I'm just using my LinkedIn account just as an example, because I'm going to show you how you can search for these people. Now, obviously, you can do more advanced searches on your computer, and you can go ahead and look at, the second video lesson in that little mini course I made. Well, it's been made for a long time, but the one that you saw, just the first 4 modules. How you can search better, which I encourage you to do. But I'm just going to do some basic searches on my phone, obviously, just because it's a little bit easier to make videos on. And there's some neat tricks, actually, to using your phone. So when it comes to LinkedIn, you're going to want to use your computer. But when it comes to Messenger, you're going to want to use your phone. I know a lot of people warn against using your phone, but if you're on the go, you don't have your computer, the way I'm showing you how to do this on your phone is more optimal because on LinkedIn you're allowed about 70 plus connections per day, and so if you have the time to sit down when you're at home, you want to hit that number, and it's a lot of work. Not a lot of work for me at least, but it's a lot of work for someone who just, I guarantee you it's a lot of work just to sit there and just send out 70 of the same thing like every day, because it's boring. It'll take months till it feels natural. So if you can't get access to your computer, then you need to use your phone. But what you need to do is you need to send out just 25. That's totally fine. You still need to send them out, because what's going to happen is once you gain momentum, you're going to have to start responding obviously to ones that you sent out the previous day, and it's going to get a little complicated. Not too much, but you're going to have to manage it. So let's get started. So what you're offering them is a 7-day free trial of building them a funnel website. I'm going to promote it for them. So I'm going to do that back end work so that it actually happens. And I'll show you obviously how I do it, but there's some things I do that really make sure it does happen. But really what happens is they're getting a 7-day free trial, as you've seen in the video course, the little mini one I shared with you. And they're basically just getting a sneak peek about what it would be like if they worked with someone or worked with you, but they were paying you. So 7 days is not much, and you can get 2 or 3 people doing this, and you can get 1 or 2 clients from it, because the close rate for this is like 90% in terms of people hopping on board, and then of people who actually convert, it's around 40%. So it's not too bad. It just takes a little more time, but it's not bad at all. So what I did for you is under Haley. I have the LinkedIn template already set up. So this is the cool part about Messenger, by the way. You can move really fast with your thumbs. It's kind of weird. I don't know why no one's talked about it. But anyways, so again, the search capabilities of the phone are limited, but we don't care about that right now. I'm just going to type in health coach. You know, you can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. They just need to be a coach. It's fine. You're going to push the magnifying glass first. Let this thing load. Then you're going to push people. Then you push connections. Make sure they're second. So I don't know beta. So now. Oops. That was not right. So what you're going to want to do is push more and push personalized invite. So the template's already there. You want to copy and paste just because if you're going to do 70 messages per day, like how are you going to do it if you don't copy and paste? So you have two choices. The first choice is you can move. Both are fine. It just depends on what you want to do. The first one, which is the most ideal one, is to type their name. Customize slightly. Send. Go to the next person. You don't want to push that button on the right. You want to push on their profile picture. You don't want to push connect. You want to push more. Personalized invite. So as you can see, it works really well on your phone, but it's going to take a little while to get to 70, which is why I ideally recommend it to be done on your computer, but this is fine. You're on the go, you're in a friend's car, or whatever. I don't think you should text or drive, but this can be done, 25 to 30 people a day if you can't get to your phone, I'm sorry, you can't get to computer. But if you can get to computer, do this on your computer. So, same thing. You do that. That's it. Now I'm going to show you some examples of people so you already know what's going on. So, now this is a slightly different funnel, or a slightly different message sequence. I have a few variations, obviously. This is actually an older template, but as you can see, I'm not offering a free trial on this one. I actually have a bot running this, so it's not really... You don't want to do this, obviously, but I do it just because most of my business doesn't come from LinkedIn, so I have nothing to lose if I lose my accounts. So you want to be doing this manually. But as you can see, when he responded, I had this already dialed in so that it would just naturally flow, and then he just eventually agree. It got to a point though, like once it got to here, where he said yes, let's do it, then I took it over manually. But and the dude signed on. So that wasn't even a free trial, and it's not even my best template actually. So just so you know, what I promote a lot of the time is, influencer branding, which is pretty much using big accounts on Instagram to use targeted shoutouts to your, target audience. not only to gain a boatload of new followers who can be monetized, but also you can make big sale launches using that as well, and all that. But there's no point in doing it if you can't afford it, And so that's why I teach this very systematic way of doing organic. It's what I've basically used and just kind of developed over time. It's adopted from a few people, obviously, but when it comes to organic, it's not about reinventing the wheel. It's just about doing it and getting clients. So this is just a good example of what it looks like. Usually I'm not running the free trial template just because I don't usually give free trials. But it is quite high converting. So just so you can see, because you'll be doing this manually, you'll send this first message like you said. So in the morning, you wake up, do this, and then once they respond, you can send this second one. If they don't respond, you can just send this next message. And then if they don't respond again, but they see it, or even if they don't see it, another 12 or 24 hours later, you can send this third message. Because sometimes when they see this, they'll be like, oh, sure. And then you can just say, all right. Well, actually, you can just copy and paste this last template because, sorry about the background noise, I don't know why it's doing that. You can copy this last template because it's already synchronized with the times you're available, because it's the times that I use for the people who are trying to book for you. So you just copy and paste because it you don't want to list every single time slot you're available, because then you seem like you're too desperate. So you don't want to come off as that. But these are okay. You can adjust it if you want, but it's pretty good. And so I hope that makes sense. In terms of workflow, wake up in the morning, send out 70 on your computer, maybe check it at noon, respond logically, naturally. To people who respond, because there's going to be a few that do, immediately send the second template, the second message. Right? Okay, cool. And then I hope whatever. Copy that exactly. And then they'll be like, okay, sure. Because a lot of people would totally not turn down a 7-day free trial. And then you send them the third one. Now, if they don't respond, that's fine. What you can do in the evening time for each one that doesn't respond, this is where it starts to compound and gets tricky, is you send the second and the third template that same day. You're going to get a few people every now and then that say your templates are annoying, but it doesn't matter because you're still going to get clients. It's just how people are. Some people are annoyed with bots. I totally understand them, but we're not here to make friends. We're here to, make money. So, that's that. If you're going to make money at the expense of annoying a few people, it's worth it. So, that's really it. I hope that makes sense. I don't know what else to say. But once like I just said, you wake up in the morning, send 70 from your computer. So it needs to be around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. at the latest. You can check your phone maybe 1 or 2 times in the afternoon, noon and maybe 2 p.m. And if someone responds, then just naturally send them the next message sequence, which is the second one, and then the third one. If they respond, just send the second one, and then try to wait for another response, and then they'll probably respond again, and then send the third, and then the fourth, logically. But if they don't respond at all in the evening time, to keep it consistent, just send the second and third message. So this one and this one. And then if they don't respond to that, then just let them go, because there's plenty of fish in the sea. And then what's going to happen is, on the second day, it's going to start to compound, because you're going to have people who are responding. And so what I would do is the first thing I would do is I'd send out 70 brand new ones, and then I would respond to the ones that kind of have like these little, like right here, where it says 1. So, like this one, welcome to my network, is just a natural response. The fact that someone responds to you means that there's a positive resonating like component to how they perceive you and stuff. So I would just copy, paste. Now because they responded, I'm not going to send the next one immediately just because I want it to seem natural. Also, I'm manually doing it just because I don't have a bot doing this one, but it doesn't matter. And then they'll probably say, oh yeah, sure, I'd like to learn more. And then when they do that, I would just say, I would send this one. And these templates are market tested, which means they're guaranteed to perform. So it's just a matter of doing it. So with that being said, you have everything you need. You have the LinkedIn template. It's in your Messenger. All you have to do is you need to go to Messenger, type in your own name, Haley. There you have it. 70 a day. And then just manage it. If you have any questions, just let me know.